Heartbeat, Part 2.
After dinner, I went to a party. Even though it was winter, I opted to hang out on the back porch as much as possible because it was so hot inside. Being indoors was like a sauna, but Sarah was in the basement, so I headed that way. We were talking, and she noticed that I was dripping with perspiration. "You're trembling," she said, touching my shoulder. She thought I was nervous talking to her and probably thought it was cute, but in reality, I was on the verge of passing out because I was wearing 4 tight t-shirts and 2 long sleeves under my wool sweater. Not to mention the sweatpants tucked into my tube socks to add heft to my formerly chicken legs quads. She squeezed my biceps. "Geez, Dave, how many layers are you wearing?" I couldn't even feel her squeezing them. "I have to go," I said, excusing myself to another corner of the basement. Everyone was smushed together. It was so hot, everyone except me was hanging out in t-shirts and tank tops. I was sopping and delirious and felt claustrophobic. My chest was cold because I had 4 drenched t-shirts underneath my sweater. It looked like I was breaking out with Ebola or something. When I coughed, people turned away from me in fear. "Abandon ship! Abandon ship!" I had no choice but to take some layers off. I lurched to the bathroom. My arms were ponderously heavy as I pulled off the sweater. Just lifting my arms exhausted me, and I had to stop midway and take a rest by sitting on the edge of the tub, gasping. I slowly peeled off the layers one at a time. I took off my pants and peeled off my sweatpants too, down to my undies. I dried myself off with a washcloth. My red t-shirt had bled onto the 3 white tees because of the sweat, so they now were faded pink tie-dyes. I hoisted the bundle of clothes and was shocked at the weight. I jammed them into the closet. I'd retrieve them later, before I left. I put my sweater back on without anything underneath. After 2 weeks of constricting my air supply and range of motion by wearing upwards of 6 layers, I was amazed at how much freedom I had with my arms. I felt like dancing for the first time in my life. I suddenly realized what I really looked like at this party. A padded, miserable, and frustrated puffball burning up in all my layers. All this because I hated my nickname? I got home and realized I'd left my bundle of wet clothes back at the party. I took this as a sign. My days of wearing extra layers were officially over. Had Sarah fallen for the padded me, she'd be falling for someone else. Besides, winter wasn't going to last forever, and I couldn't just revert back to wearing just one set of clothes like a normal human being come spring. The change in my outward appearance would be the equivalent of a sheared sheep. From now on, I was going to just be me. That was last night. I'm not disgustingly thin, I constantly remind myself. I am wiry. I am lean and mean. Outside, it's snowing again. There's a party tonight, and my friends are on their way to pick me up. I don't know what to wear, so I lay out 4 different outfits on the floor as if they're chalk outlines of people. A car horn honks 10 minutes later, and I still haven't decided on an outfit. Maybe I'll just wear all of them.